Hi, this is Tim at Volgistics with another tip of the week for July 10th, 2017. Today we're looking at an alternate use for VicTouch greeting cards to use them as event reminders. So if your organization uses VicTouch, which is a volunteer time clock, this allows volunteers to sign in and out and have their time recorded as service. Now, if you do use that, you likely are already aware that you can send volunteers messages through VicMail that will show up here. The drawback with that is those messages only show up one time for each volunteer, so there's not a way to have them show up repeatedly. But you can have a message show up over and over again for a volunteer by using a greeting card. So those will appear once per day for each volunteer for the period of time that you set. Now, often with these, you're going to want to have some kind of an image, and so you're going to want to make sure that fits the requirements that are up on the screen here. Once you have an image that meets those criteria, you'll be able to upload that and use that for a greeting card. So to get started with this, we're going to go back into Volgistics and go to Setup, and then VicTouch, and then Greeting Cards. Now, there are a couple cards here that are going to show up based on some dates in the volunteers' records, such as a birthday card and a start date anniversary card. But in addition to that, there are a couple holiday cards which don't have a defined use or a defined date range, so you get to set those. These particular cards are set up for Independence Day, so I'm going to use that. That's now over, so I can put in whatever date I'd like here. So I'm going to have this start today, and we'll go through a couple weeks from now. And once you've set the dates, you can update the graphic here. So I'm going to hit change graphic and upload the custom image I've already created here. There we go. And then click install. And so this will upload the image I created to be used for that greeting card. And then of course you can also customize the heading and the text here to put in whatever kind of greeting or reminder you'd like. Once you're finished, just make sure you click Save down at the bottom. And now when volunteers sign in and out, they will see that greeting card. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in as a volunteer. And after I confirm, I'll see that greeting card here. So I get the heading, the image, the message, and then I can go about with my shift. And again, that's going to show up once a day during the time period that I entered there, so it'll show up repeatedly for each volunteer. So it's a good way to set those kind of reminders, and I hope you find that useful. If you have any other questions about Volgistics, as always, the quickest way to get an answer is to send an inquiry to the help team, and they'll get back to you pretty quickly. Thanks again for watching, and have a great week.